Welcome back to the Punter. We're bringing you the best value you can get this sporting weekend, and also the best interactive gaming you can do this weekend is Bodugi.com, our betting partners for the weekend. Let's check it out. Looks rather good. Here to talk all things Bodugi. He used to be called Dave Nevinson. He's now called Bodugi Dave.
Yeah, no, it seems to be sticking. Yeah, hopefully it'll be there for a long time.
Well, you've got branding now, wherever you
go. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I've had a lot of things. Branding's just the latest in a long line.
Fantastic.
You can get tablets for it, Dave. It's all right. Ointment.
Yeah, treatable. Yeah.
Treatable. Yeah. So for punters that haven't experienced the website yet, just give us a quick encapsulation of what it is.
Right, well, we had the view that the football betting world, essentially, to start with, for the small punter, since the football pools in the 70s and 80s, has been crying out for a new interactive, small stakes, big win type bet for football fans. And when we've tried to bring it into the 2010s, 2012s by making it interactive, dynamic, in touch with social media, and very accessible online. So essentially, thereby comes Bodugi. Bodugi is born.
And it's really good fun, isn't it? Because you can either play as part of one of the bigger games where you're in a big pool of general players, or you can play a private game, which I like.
I mean, in terms of our setup, our ideal customer, if you like, is someone who has £2 on our Saturday big game that we're going to be going through with Flash, and then has a fiver on another table with his mates, where they've obviously got more chance of winning, but they've only got the money that they've put in the pot.
Yeah, which people will love because it's that banter.
That's what we hope.
That banter in action.
Absolutely, yeah. There's a banter board, and you can interact when a goal goes in. You can interact with your mates, tell them off, slag them off within certain parameters. Obviously, there's a lot of asterisks come up if you try and overstep the mark, and the Bodugi police are straight on top of you. But apart from that, it's a very, very welcoming site.
Okay, well, we're going to do it by showing it and actually go through a game now. Flash, first of all, before you play the game, you're a bit of an instant expert at this. You've been doing really well on it the last couple of weeks. Do you enjoy it?
Yeah, it's good fun because it gives you a bit of value all the way through the night. I mean, you make your selections, and it's just nice to be quite close. And if you get someone who's going the near post header and you haven't got them, you hope they miss. And you've got someone at the back post, you're hoping he just sits there and waits for him at the back post and side foots it in, and you get your 50 points. So, yeah, it's good fun.
So it's a great sweat. So we're going to play what is your big game. So it's the 5 Saturday 3 p.m. kickoffs.
Yeah, we try and get the 3 o'clock kickoffs so that they all start and finish at the same time. Every goal that goes in has a dynamic effect on the leaderboard. So the leaderboards, hopefully, across 5-match span, the leaderboard is constantly changing.
Okay, well, let's see it in action then. We'll go through the 5 games. Flash is going to make his picks for us. We're going to start with Wigan, Aston Villa. Flash, what have you gone for here?
I've gone for an away win, Aston Villa. I've gone for Aston Villa to beat Wigan 2-0.
Yeah.
And my 3 goal scorers are Robbie Keane, Charles Nzogbia, and Carlos Cuellar. Carlos Cuellar, because what you've got to do is you've got to think and try and find an angle. I know you boys love angles, but you obviously want to get someone in there that other people are not going to gain points from if he actually scores. So that's what I've been quite fortunate enough to do. Is what I've been right and most people have been wrong, so that's helps.
Get it quietly, Flash.
Well, you've got to see when you're winning, Chad.
He's entitled to a brag. How many people beat Flash last weekend?
Well, on his first ever game, we had about 200 people in, and he came 29th. And what we're doing, and we're doing it again this week, is anyone who manages to finish in front of Flash, we give them a free roll. They get their money back, and they get a free roll on the next day's game. And okay, good effort. First time out, 29th. Second time out on the Sunday, he finished 3rd. So all we had to pay out was £4. It was absolutely fantastic. So we trounced it. So today he's going to blow out completely. We're going to big it up today, get 500 players, and he's going to come 499th.
But isn't that a good idea from Flash, though, to picking these players who maybe the public don't go with?
Yeah, absolutely. It's the same with any betting strategy. You never get rewarded by going with everyone else. You've got to have to go down the pub after the game and brag to your mates, you want the goals. You don't want to tell them that you picked Wayne Rooney to score, do you?
You want to say you picked Carlos Quayle
Absolutely,
to score,
absolutely.
Let's rattle through some more games then. Flash, West Brom Sunderland is the next one. Sunderland on this amazing run, of course.
Yeah, I've gone for a draw, which is obviously, I think most people would probably look at this game and not be able to pick it. So I've gone draw.
Yeah.
I've gone correct score of 1-1.
Okay.
And I've gone for 3 midfielders to score. Graham Dorrans for Albion as dead ball specialist and likes a pop from distance. And Sebastian Larsson and Kieran Richardson, two Sunderland boys. So I've actually edged towards Sunderland, and hopefully I'll get the correct score with 1-1.
Okay, so a couple of Sunderland goal scorers, Kieran Richardson and the other fella, can't remember. QPR Fulham is the next one. QPR at home, bit of West London derby action. Yeah,
I've gone Queen's Park Rangers. I went Queen's Park Rangers a couple of weeks ago at Blackburn, and I think they had something like 26 attempts on or blocked going to goal. So I've gone Queen's Park Rangers to win. Queen's Park Rangers to win 4-0, and I've gone for Heider Helgeson, Sean Wright-Phillips and Bobby Zamora. And I don't know if you boys have actually noticed, but I've gone Bobby Zamora scoring against his old club, Charles Nzogbia scoring against his old club, and another one. There's another one. There is another one.
Sean Wright-Phillips.
Sean Wright-Phillips, yeah.
Okay. I can't believe that bit of transfer business, by the way, selling Bobby Zamora £5 million. I think it's suicide from Fulham. He may come back to hurt them on Saturday. The next game is Newcastle at home against Wolves. Wolves under, well, sort of new management anyway. Newcastle trying to get back on track.
Newcastle all the way for me, out and out attacking at home. 3-0. Scorers, Demba Ba. I don't know how. I've just unbelievable the way that's hit me. That Demba Ba might score at any time. and I've gone for Colaccini again from set pieces. Not many people are going to go for him. Plenty points. And Johan Cabaye. So all three of them could notch at any time. Plenty value when you see the old fluffy-haired centre half going forward for set pieces.
Well, you always know where he is for the sweat, don't you? You can monitor him on the pitch, which is good. Dave, these points that we're seeing, just to clarify, they mirror bookmakers' odds.
Yeah, essentially we get a feed from one of the big bookmakers. We base them on any-time goal scorer odds, and we convert them into points for the purpose of the games. And what you've got to note as well is that the player gets the points that are on the board for the first goal scorer. If he scores a second, he gets 3 times that number of points, and for a third he gets 10 times, and any subsequent goal. If you get a player who scores 4, you could get 24 times the points that are displayed on the screen. Also, if you put in your bet on now, and the team sheet hasn't been announced, if you pick a player that's mentioned in the team sheet but doesn't play as a substitute or a starting player, then you've done your money. But if you pick a player that isn't actually named in the team sheet, then you go on the shortest price player from that team that you selected.
So your money's not completely
dead.
Absolutely.
You've always got a runner, in
Russ,
theory.
you're loving a bit of this, aren't you?
I'm just working out a strategy now to beat Flash, because I'm desperate to... I mean, nobody wants more than to get a free game. I'm trying to think of a way of beating you, Flash. It's going through my head.
It can be beat, and the thing is, when we were devising the game, we took it to some boffins, and on a 5-match game, with a standard number of entries in correct scores and players, there are over 1 trillion different combinations of outcomes. So you're probably going to get an outright winner, you would think.
Yeah,
most
keep
weeks.
You busy, certainly. Flash is all over the trillions of outcomes, though. Check this out. This is Chelsea Bolton's the last one. Flash.
Okay, I've gone home win Chelsea.
Yeah.
So I've bucked the trend there, I guess. I've gone for clean sheet Chelsea, so I've bucked the trend there. And I haven't bucked the trend because I've gone for Gary Cahill to score against his old club. Ivanovic, Cahill and Lampard are my 3 goal scorers.
Have you got a score for this one, Flash?
3-0.
3-0. Comprehensive win. And just go over the goal scorers again for us one more time.
Gary Cahill.
Yeah.
Ivanovic.
Yeah.
And Lampard.
And Frankie Lampard. Resurrected, the ghost of Frankie Lampard, if you like. Neil, you just as a tangent, you made an interesting point about this game, about Bolton perhaps being a little bit of value.
Yeah, well, last week we were talking about Chelsea being no value at all at 1-3 against Birmingham. They played a bit rubbish, didn't they, really, and they drew. I think Bolton are quite a lot better than Birmingham, and the prices are exactly the same, and Chelsea are at home. So I'm not saying that Chelsea will definitely get beaten by Bolton, but I think at 10 or nearly 12 to 1 on the exchanges, I'm definitely going to have a little bet on Bolton. And
12 to 1 sounds
and I'm going to try and lay Chelsea at 130 on, so that would be good for me.
Interesting. All right, Flash, thanks for those picks. Lots of, if you keep this run going, then Dave will love you and the punters will love you less, I guess.
Well, yeah, that's all good.
Good stuff, though. And Dave, thanks so much. People can play this game on Saturday if they beat Flash.
The game's already up
they
now.
Get the free
yeah,
roll,
if
right?
they beat Flash, we're trying to get another member of the team to join in as well. He'll be sat in the chair on at 3 o'clock on Friday. See if we can get him at it as well, and we'll probably extend the offer to him as well.
Okay, fantastic stuff. That's Bodugi.com. You want to get involved. It's a lot of fun, enhances your weekend football action. Speaking of which, we'll have much more for you after this break.
Stay ahead of the game with Sports Tonight Live. Don't miss a thing. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Search for Sports Tonight Live on Facebook and like our fan page. Follow Sports Tonight TV on Twitter and tweet us your thoughts and opinions. Sports Tonight Live, it's the platform for the fans.